Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 7, Episode 96. I'm JC Proton, and we are picking up at turn 254. We are playing a standard faction of Horatio on Endless difficulty. At this point, we are doing pretty well. We've got a couple of constellations under our control, and in this episode, we're going to be invading 10 different star systems. We're going to take all 4 of the Unfallen systems here. We're going to take both of these Lumeris systems that are in our home constellation. And we're also going to be taking down 4 star systems here that belong to the Sophons. So that is the main thing that we're doing this turn. I want to kind of run through, do like a little bit of an overview. We'll also look at all of these messages here. Did a little bit of stuff off screen. Excuse me. Queued up like siege ships and moved a few populations around and stuff like that. So before I forget, we've got some quest stuff going on. There's dust to more dust, which is a matter of just increasing the amount of dust produced in the galaxy by about 40,000. So I think I can do that. I think I'll just go ahead and do that just to get it knocked out, so it's done. We're also doing part 2 of the quest line of Isyander's Gambit. It's Collaboration or Cataclysm, and that's going to take like another 20 turns. So I don't know if that's actually even going to complete this turn. You can see it's about having fleets guarding the lodestone systems, and they have to have an admiral on the fleet, and it takes apparently 20 turns in an endless game. So we're getting 5% per turn. So I have a couple of Imperators. There's one there. I have another one in production here at BG. So those will be done in like 3 or 4 turns, and I'll head those over here to Janus. Also have a couple of fleets on the way in, a couple little fleets of Guardian Sentry ships. I'll probably just send this fleet over here, most likely, or most of it, just to add a little bit more to the fleet there. It seems like so we have 2 sides on that quest line. You've got Rejuvenator team and Defender team. So the Rejuvenator team is there are 4 of us right now. You've got the Rift Reborn, the United Empire, the Lumeris, and the Sophons, and then the Defender team is the Unfallen. I say was because they're about to be done. And the Vodiani and the Cravers. Of course, the Cravers are gone. Excuse me. And it seems like there are some pirate fleets that are showing up that are like defenders. To help out, I guess, the team that is underrepresented. Let's see if I can find them. Where was it? I saw some over here. Yeah. So here's a fleet. And you see they've got the Defender icon. So it like spawns some pirates that are defenders. There are others in the galaxy. There's another one over here. You see? And I think there may be a few more scattered around. So essentially, I need to have some actual battle fleet along with the defending. My admirals need some support fleet to help them out. So here I've got carriers and cruisers on the way to just kind of beef that up a little bit. Over here at Kurha, got a couple carriers and a cruiser there, so that's nice and beefy enough to handle what's happening there. So here's another one that's on site here at CI. So I mean that's a fairly substantial pirate fleet. 14,000 attack power. It's 3 poachers and a hero. So I guess we'll probably just fight them. Our our existing fleet there, 22,500 attack. So I mean, it's like we only outgun them by less than 2-1. So it's actually going to be a sort of a fight. Let's see, we have 162,000 hit points. They have 27,000 hit points. So yeah, we're going to smoke them, but we'll do the fight. So there's going to be some fights going on, and we're going to do some, like I said, some invasions. We'll do like 10 of those this turn. And then we'll move up our battle fleets and our siege fleets and just continue rolling. Let's see, for quests, we have the dust to more dust. So let's go ahead and let's do that real quick. Let's just change some of these systems that are doing urgent AI research. Let's switch those over to emergency labor policy. So right now we're at 37,000 dust production. So if we call it round numbers, say 40,000. So if we make that up to 80,000, excuse me, we go up to 80,000, then that should be enough to satisfy that quest. So let's just do that real quick here. Okay, so we're now at 51. We'll do that with this one. That takes us to 67. This guy's building imperators. Siege ships. Oh yeah, we'll show you what we'll be doing here. So these guys building siege. We're continuing to build as many siege ships as we can. Each turn, because I want to invade faster and faster and faster and faster to keep that Ponzi scheme, the pyramid scheme of approval supported. Okay, this one is doing urgent AI, so we'll move that up. Okay, that gets us to 78. That's a lot like 80. Let's go ahead and pop this one up to 85. Okay, so that should do it. That should meet the requirement for that quest here. So let's see, 26, 20. So 26 is a lot like 27, right? 26 and change. So yeah, we need about 40,000 increase, and we've done more than that. So that should complete that quest next turn. We'll get 40 mercurite, which isn't really actually worth very much. Mercurite is worth one of those is 131. So not really a big deal. I'm a little bit of a completionist. I like to just try to get stuff done if I can. While we're here on the screen, so this is the buying and selling that has happened on this turn so far. The AI, the Riftborn, sold 26 titanium, so of course I immediately bought it. You can see that. So I did some selling of my resources, and I bought the titanium. I bought a little orichalcix and antimatter as well. Excuse me, to help me build up my production get some more of the imperators queued up. The imperators are my new light carrier. Essentially, it doesn't have the cool orichalcix armor on it that makes it extra tough and almost immune to kinetic damage. So they're a little bit more glass cannony. Okay, cool. So that should have this quest done. The dust to more dust will be done. And let's go ahead and do Guardians and the Galaxy. We chose the Guardian Arcology option, which means we need to use... I'm going to have to free up 15 titanium, aren't I? Oops. All right, let me go back here. I do have a habit of using all my titanium as fast as possible, and I kind of overreach a little bit when I do that. I think the system I want to go to is AI. It's probably, yeah. So let's cancel some of these until we get to 15 titanium. Okay. That'll work. Okay, now we can do it. And if I recall, it was over here at BF. Yeah. Okay, so at BF we built an Overwatch ship, so we could knock this out. All right, so let's do this one here. Do the quest. Okay, excuse me. Still with the coughing. Sorry about that. Coughing and sniffling. Okay, 100 science produced. All right, and I should have completed that. The merging is done. You meet with Borokagan, and his theory is this. Koyasul may not be our only home. The Unfallen may have existed on other worlds but could not endure. So to survive, the last of them merged into guardians and fell into the slumber we find them in today. Their story is one of loss, yet in falling they remain unfallen. You can't help but smile at how poetic it is. Okay, cool. So we completed the quest. We now have Guardian Arcology, which gives all of our star systems that we control plus 100 defenders capacity. And we also get an extra 100 defenders capacity on the system per Guardian that's on the system. So we also happen to have, I'll close that out. We also have that cool technology SimCamp, which gives us plus 0.1 industry per defender on the system. So if we have 800 defenders, we get a plus 80 industry, or 1,000 gives us 100 industry. So there's that. So that quest, completing that gives us basically an extra plus 10 industry on all of our systems, and an extra plus 10 industry for any system that has a Guardian. Okay, cool. Want to get that knocked out before I forgot to do it. So now we're just to this. Dust and more dust we'll have done next turn, so we'll have that knocked out as well. Let's see, and by switching those systems over from urgent AI research to emergency dust production, looks like we're still going to probably be done with all of the techs that remain in the tech tree in 4 turns or so. Our science per turn has dropped down to 236,000. I don't know how many, at this point, how many siege ships I have. I know it's hundreds. I don't think it's over 1,000 though. At some point, maybe I'll excuse me. Maybe I'll count those up. Maybe after this turn, just for fun, and and find out. Okay, we got these heroes who leveled up. We'll do that in a minute here, and yeah, I think we'll go ahead and rock it out here. Okay, so let's get on with it, man. Let's get some invading going. I guess we'll knock out this battle right here real quick, because who doesn't like to watch a good fight? Looks like we have them outgunned about 2-1. So I'm inclined to. I don't think I'll need to fight again, so we'll go repair, recover. We'll probably take some damage in the fight. Probably. Do we want to go everything in the middle lane? Do we want to get dirty and stack the bottom lane? I think let's go everything in the middle lane. I think let's go everything in the middle lane. That'll be fine. Anything in the bottom lane, yeah, we should be okay on this fight. We'll have a little bit of fighters and bombers to deal with anything if they put it on the bottom lane. Actually, they only have 9 command points. So you can't put anything in the bottom lane unless you have at least 10. So we know that they're not going to. I'm misclicking already. We know they're not going to have anything in the bottom lane. So yeah, we'll just put everything in the center lane, and all their fleets will be in these two. You can see these are highlighted. This one's dark. Yeah, sometimes I'm not that observant. Okay, so there's the totals. Here's how it breaks down by energy or kinetic, and best range. For us, the best range is short range. All right, let's watch it. And we should smoke them pretty hard. Should be fun. They're pirates. Pirates normally don't retreat. So yeah, we should have fun here. Let's see, we got the volume right. We got brightness good. Okay, cool. And we're doing repair and recover, so we should basically end up undamaged by the end of the fight. I think we'll go ahead and watch it 2 times like usual. We'll watch in cinematic view on the first run, and then we'll check the numbers, and then we'll rewatch in standard. Wow, you can see how much larger the large ships are than the small ships. That was a decidedly one-sided fight. Okay, let's take off missed shots, and we see that our fighters and bombers did not even come into play with dealing any damage. Alright, they had a pretty decent amount of crit damage. Okay, just a quick rewatch. We'll see it from, I think I'll watch it from my fleet's point of view. All right. Let's see, go scan. Computer lagging. Camera. This is an old computer, in case anybody's wondering. This is a an iMac from 2017. So yeah, this computer is 6 years old. I mean, I did get it with upgraded RAM, but I mean, the video card is what the video card is, right? So, but it's still running, so I'm still using it. I guess maybe if my channel exploded and I started being monetized, which at this point, I mean, I've had the channel doing this content for over a year now. So I need 1,000 subscribers to be able to monetize. So now I'm 141 as of today, recording this video in November, mid-November 2023. Excuse me. So yeah, I'll buy a new computer at some point, but no time soon. All right. Let's see here. Right, I think we can go ahead and start invading, man. So it looks like, remember how DA had, there was a pop-up that was saying, hey, DA is about to be Pacific converted. You can see here that this part is like not green versus this part is that yellowy green. So I guess when we went to Cold War, it started unentwining the system, and you can see that there's a gap here on these interstellar vines. So it's unentwining. So I guess at the point where I was no longer at peace, it started reversing that their ability to do a Pacific conversion. I think the next game I might play Unfallen, because I'm a little curious, why is it that the Unfallen are always like at the bottom of the pile as far as score? Unfallen and Vodyani are always like at the bottom for score wise. You can see I'm at 9,300 and Riftborn are 3,100, and then everybody else is behind that. So I think maybe my next game I think I'm gonna run the new Juvenator patch that that Amplitude came out with, and I'll maybe play the Unfallen. I'm not sure if I'm going to play the new with all the expansions or not. It's a little undecided. Maybe you guys can throw some comments as to whether or not you want to see me play some of the other DLCs. Right now, I normally play without the DLCs. I'm not really a huge fan of them, but you know, it's an option. I mean, if I get overwhelming comments saying, "Yeah, we want you to play the DLCs," it's like, okay, man, I'll do it for you guys. I won't do it for me, but I'll do it for you guys, man. All right, let's go ahead and get this going. So we're at 0 defenders. There are 0 defenders on Lupus. There are 0 defenders on Adana. There are 0 defenders on Bria. There are 0 defenders on Matarka. And those are the only 4 Unfallen systems, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. They had DA entwined. Apparently they don't anymore. It's unentwining. Our cab we're going to have next turn because our food ship arrived. Our giant food ship. So that system is ready to be completed. All right, so invading Lupus. All right, let's do it. And I guess we'll watch one. Let's watch the battle on the home system of the Unfallen, and then all of the rest of them will probably look about the same. So we'll probably just watch that one. We're going to go Guerrilla because we want to minimize the amount of damage to the system improvements and the population. We'll watch it. I like to try to preserve the populations. There we go. That's the Unfallen home system. Kaboom. 27. All right. We're going to occupy. Huh. Wow. 2 exosides? That's awesome. That's a very minimal damage to the system. Okay, here's the system. There are ground battle remains. We'll go ahead and explore those. I don't think we have a ship. I don't think we have a scout here. I've been kind of sloppy about that this game. A lot of times I'll tend to have scouts that kind of follow along with my invasion fleets to just kind of explore these things. And I've kind of not really been on top of that this game. Okay, so here are the system improvements. Pretty decent job of upgrading the system. Okay, well, I'll go through and do those off screen. Oh, we see we have one of these Guardian guides, one of the super Guardians. Cool.
Through your actions, this universe begins to feel like a sanctuary, not a prison. We have a proposal.
Almost misclicked and hit accept. Yeah, no, we'll refuse. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and rock through these. Okay, so Lupus, let's do we want to do Bria or Adana? I think I want to do Adana next. Okay. Let's do it. And I think the rest of the Unfallen invasions, we're just going to rock through them real quick here. I'm not going to watch them. They should all basically be the same. Okay, we got that one. Not very many improvements there. Nothing too bad on the destruction. Okay, let's hit Bria. Bria is at 0 defenders of 872. Gorilla. Same as usual. Okay, not too bad with the system destruction. 5 unfallen population. I'm curious to see if we're going to get enough unfallen populations to splice them. Okay, Bria's mine now. Take a look. Ooh, it's only 1 planet on that system. Yeah, pretty weak. +1 on sterile. You know what? I might scrap that. Is this sterile? It is sterile. Okay, I might scrap it later. I don't know. I'll think about it. I might scrap it. I might not. Okay, Bria and Matarka. Matarka is the last one. Matarka has 0 defenders out of 1550. Let's invade. Gorilla. And this will be it. That'll be the last Unfallen star system that they control. So yeah, we wiped them out in 1 turn. Their whole empire. Okay, not too bad. Those aren't too expensive. That one's like 6. I think both of these are 640, and that one's 320 industry to build. So not bad. Oh, they got some cravers there. Oh, okay. And some of these dudes, the Nashast. Okay, cool. And Matarka looks like 4-planet system. Some minimal improvements done. Manage population. Hey, look at that plus. You know what that means? We can splice. Cool, we have enough. Way plenty enough. We only needed, I don't know, 30 something, I think. Unfallen. So let's go ahead and splice them. So they're going to increase our food production by 2 on our Horatio population. So our Horatio right now, these are their stats, which is absolutely bananas. So it's going to go from a +13 to a +15. We'll do it now. Do it. Do it now. Splicey, splicey. Okay, I have 47 Unfallen remaining. And now our Horatio are at +15 food each. So even more perfect, right? So we still haven't spliced. Okay, we have not spliced the Nashast yet. They would give us damage done to attacker during ground battle. Not really a thing that's going to be significant. Yusho at least gives some defense capacity per population. So there's that. These, I don't think these are spliceable. Maybe? I don't think they can grow. I don't know. I really don't know. Guardian guides are kind of new. I think they're kind of like Guardians, where they're not really spliceable. I don't think so. I think they're not spliceable. And anyway, so potentially, theoretically, I might be able to splice Nash, Aster, Yusho. Maybe. I would need to have apparently 38 in order to do a splice. So, yeah, that. We'll see. We'll see if the game goes long enough. The next election is in 26 turns at turn 280. I kind of think that the game won't be going that long. As you can see, the militarist faction of militarist party support is going bananas because I'm doing all this military stuff. Okay, so we got those guys knocked out. Let's go ahead and rock out the two down here. There are 0 defenders at Kairos and 0 defenders at Zakor. So we'll go ahead and just rock these. Boom, boom, boom. We'll go Gorilla. I guess we'll watch one just for fun. It was like a display bug there. It didn't show them drop to 0. But we did capture it. We'll occupy. Okay, Kairos is pretty tiny. 1 planet in the system, 1 gas, and almost no upgrades. Okay, it is what it is, man. Okay, and then Zakor is just a tiny bit bigger. We'll invade, get that knocked out. Not too bad. Gorilla, I think we'll skip the battle. Okay, good. Okay, cool. There's a pilgrim on this system. Do I have any pilgrims yet? Yes, I've already spliced pilgrims previously. Unfallen collection bonus. Apparently I had them at whatever the max collection bonus was. Plus 50% ownership recovery rate. Ooh. Interesting. Help me get control of systems faster that I've invaded. I think it requires that you have an Unfallen on that system, though. So if I go through and add Unfallen population to make sure I have one on all of the systems I've conquered recently, that will help them assimilate into my empire at half the time. So that would be some meticulous stuff I would do off camera. Interesting. I very well likely will do that. Okay, so that is both of these. Zakor, what does it look like? It's a single gas burning planet. Has a little bit more in the way of good stuff. We'll lose the Patriot pills and the exotic rations. Okay, looks good. All right, and let's go ahead and do the Sophon systems as well. Okay, so we're going to be invading at Othero, Merapi, or Merope, I don't know. Lonica and Isar. We didn't have enough to do Safe or Betel. We had a little bit of sieging done at Betel. So after we get this one, and this one, after we get these 4, then we'll move up our battle and siege fleets. And so next turn we'll do Betel, Safe, Rassam, Kuma, maybe Tikkanon. Tikkanon and Mavros are systems I used to control back in the day. Maybe I'll put some fleet out here at Sable as well. So we'll figure it out. When we start next turn, you'll see wherever I decided to end up sending fleets. So we're going to be just rolling across here and rolling across here. We'll be moving these fleets that were here at Kairos and Zakor. That stuff's coming up to Kran. I got a little bit of the siege done, but I didn't finish it. Didn't have enough. So we'll be moving these siege fleets and battle fleets over this way. So we'll be sieging Kran, Bonnie, Graphius, Electra. We'll see how far we can get over this way and siege that stuff. Also spotted there's a fleet here with a hero. So if the whatever these guys are called, the Riftborn, time adjusting robot guys from another dimension, right? If they wanted to, they could send the fleet up here at Mayaz and start helping out with the quest. But they don't seem to be motivated to do it. So fortunately, I'm going to try to take care of that myself. All right, so let's go ahead and do these 4 invasions down here. And let's see, I guess let's do Merope first. Merope? I don't know. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Okay, I guess we'll watch one. Oh, those are pretty cool looking. Look at the aerial unit. Pretty silly looking tank unit, isn't it? That armor unit. A little bit goofy. It kind of matches with Sophon's though, right? Okay. Oh yes, it will be mine. 15 improvements. Nice. Good job, Sophons. Let's check it out. Okay, Patriot Pills can go. I'm a little curious about this one. Sophonic Rampart. Increases defense and manpower deployment limit. That's pretty cool. And let's see, exotic rations that can go as well. Mega Indie Consultancy. Oh yeah, the Sophons have a really cool version of this where they get bonus production, industrial production on cold planets as well. Everybody else doesn't get that bonus on cold. Pretty cool. Okay, let's do Othero. And yeah, man, we're going to have Voidstone. Gonna get the Voidstone rocking, bros. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll do Gorilla. Not going to watch it. Okay, just run through this stuff here. Not too bad. Still not too bad, only 3. 13 improvements will occupy. Nice. 3 Voidstone deposits. Solid. Patriot Pills. Exotic rations can go. Nice, look at that. They got expanded mines built, the miners union built. Whew. That's great. That one's pumping up too, and this one's, oh, that one's only strategic, but this one is strategic as well. I thought there was one that did. I guess I'm getting confused. I was thinking it was mech suit quarter. Okay, still. Hey, that's going to be more antimatter. Woohoo! We need that. Yeah, we definitely need that. We really have a little bit of a constraint on antimatter, so cool. Okay, so we got a Pharaoh rocking, and let's see. Let's do Lonica. And Gorilla. Okay, Geo-Industrial. That's not bad. That's not bad. Those aren't too expensive. 6 population, 10 improvements. Okay, Lonica is ours. Okay, cool. Oh, there's a fleet there. Well, we can't have that. I'm surprised they let me invade with them being there, but I guess since they're also at war, since the Vodiani are also at war with the Sophons, I guess they're not really defending the Sophon system. They're also kind of sort of trying to siege it or attack it or something. So let's go ahead and attack the Vodiani fleet. Let's see, they have 7 small ships, 788 attack. Yeah, they are puny and weak. Okay, carriers. All right, we'll attack with these guys. They're at 329 out of 330,000 hit points. We'll attack and we'll just use full reserves battle tactic. Sure, whatever. We'll just go for it. I don't think it's going to be worth watching. And they are at full hit points, so they'll probably retreat. Just waiting on the turn to process. Full reserves. They retreated. This fleet here, they're facing off against 18 small ships, 3,200 attack. Okay, we have a battle fleet. We'll attack with the battle fleet against these guys first. Excuse me. And we'll go full reserves. 18, so we'll go ahead and go all 3 lanes. Let's do 2 carriers in the middle. That should be fine. I guess we'll watch it. I mean, it's kind of a big fight. We're going to smoke them really, really hard, but they'll probably just retreat unless they're already damaged. Are they damaged? Nope, they're full hit points. So they'll just retreat. Okay, and there's the Sophon fleet. It's just a population. Or a food ship or something. So we'll just attack again. And it goes poof. Guess it was a food ship, it looks like. They retreated. Okay. 2 fleets of 18. They're bringing in kind of like their best attempt at a fleet, but their fleets are super weak. There's a pirate fleet heading this way. Okay, so what do we have here at safe? 2 carriers, 3 carriers, and an attacker. Okay, that should be plenty good to deal with these guys. See, they're already damaged. Alright, so let's attack. And we're going to go full reserves. See, he has how many command points? 11, so he could potentially be in all 3 lanes. Sure, we'll just do this. Seems like it's going to be a super short battle. Like if he retreats... Okay. All but one ship got blown up or something, probably? Enemy failed to retreat and was destroyed. Poof. Gone. Okay. Any other battles? No more battles here. So next we'll move fleets up, battle fleets up. We'll start sieging. Oh yeah, wait, Izar. We still have to do Izar. Yeah, we did a super small invasion, siege fleet because they only had like 200 defenders or something. It was really, really low. So we were able to siege it down with like only a couple of siege ships. So we still have 1,200 attackers. So we have enough attackers to land a full invasion force. Yeah, no need to watch. We blew up 4 things, including a slag and sludge. Not too bad. Not too bad. Glad I wised up and stopped using invasion ships. I'm doing a lot less damage to the systems that way. Okay, ESAR is a single planet system. Very minimal amount of upgrades or system improvements done yet. Okay, so that's all the invasions for the turn. Invaded 4 Sophon systems, 2 Lumeris systems, all 4 of the Unfallen systems. We completed this Unfallen population quest. Let's check through all of our messages. We completed shaft to... that's a tongue twister. Shaft to shelf system. Costs... It's a unique improvement that costs 50 orichalcics and 25,000 industry. I don't know that I'm going to build that one. And the Dust Anti-Trafficking Center, again, not with the building of that. Okay, so this is what we constructed this turn. Sentry Imperators, some siege ships at AD. And AE and AF, some Imperator at AI, some Siege at AP, and then system improvements. Let's see, Biofuel Factory, okay, at BA. So he's 3 away from max population. Terraforming. I'm just about done building research type system improvements. Since I'm almost done with researching, I think I'm just going to basically not really build a whole lot more research structures because it's kind of no point, right? Biofuel Factory completed at Tor. So put a little B there saying, hey, Biofuel Factory's done. Put a star when it's at level 4 and it has completed the autonomous administration. So Doing aquaculture domes. Got some terraforming. We did that one for the quest. Got more terraforming happening. I'll follow up on those off screen, off camera, and work on doing, queuing up the next terraforming upgrade for those planets. We're Horatifying population, converting non-Horatios into Horatio populations. See, there's a lot of that happening in our recently conquered systems. And some leveling up of modernizations. So we are now at how many star systems? We now control 96, right? We started the turn with 86. So we're at 96 of 58. So we are at minus 380 population approval or disapproval in this case for over-colonization, but a plus 1,250 from recently colonized systems. How much of that is expiring in one turn, though? You see it's starting to fall off. And we have 10 that we got from this turn. So just keeping it rolling, man. That's the key. Just got to keep it rolling. All right, so I'll follow up on that off camera and see. That dude's 36, yeah. 16. Probably go with assignment duration reduction. This guy got 2 levels. He's at 18. Assignment duration, and I'm not sure what else. Maybe that. And it's him again. And then this guy again. Koros Apogee, I don't really have anything to put the points towards because everything that remains is a senator skill, and I don't really want him being a senator. 20 Hyperium. We're not maxed out in anything yet. Populations are growing. Mostly Horatio, some Unfallen. So yeah, I might do the thing where I spread Unfallen all over the place into systems that I've recently conquered to help them assimilate more quickly. Let's see what that would look like. Over here, so we'll say Lupus, right? Their home system. So this is converting at, right now it says plus 4% per turn. That's the normal rate. So if I hit 50 Unfallen population, then that should switch over. Oh no, plus 50%, not plus 100%. So, excuse me, that'll go from 4% per turn to 6% per turn. Once I have 50 of them, and it will apply to any system that I have one of those populations on. So I don't know. It might be a bit of a moot point because it's going to take so long for them to arrive. Oh, look at me. I've already got 36 Sophons. Cool. That'll be fun to splice them. That'll give me extra science production on my main populations. I'll definitely splice them, but yeah, I'll do it. And eventually the Unfallen will arrive. I'll put it. A whole bunch are going to go over here, basically. Like, for example, let's see. Over here, how close are these to being fully converted? 56% already. Okay, so. Yeah, we're doing really well with avoiding starvation on a lot of the systems. That's pretty good. This guy reached level 16. Assignment duration reduction, and can be assigned to a fleet outside friendly territory. Not going to do it though because he's on AP, which is a system that has blue cap. So AP, see, has blue cap. Speaking of blue cap, what's our blue cap production at? 190, almost 192. Pretty close. We're getting close to 200. Excuse me. Okay, this one's at 45, 31, 26. Let's do it, man. Let's increase our luxury freighters. 62, 23. I need like another 40. Let's do it, man. Let's sell a little bit more. 27. 6. 9. 4. 2. Okay, not going to bother selling these because they sell for so little. And this, and this are the ones that I use for my system upgrades, so I'm not selling any of those. Okay, cool. 16, 16, 16, 84,000. Okay, maybe I'll do the Boolean freighters next time instead of luxury freighters. Maybe I'll do a round of upgrades since these are level 13 and these are 16. Maybe I'll do that next turn. This completed. The event progress has come to an end, which it wasn't really that big of a deal. Okay, I think that's basically everything for the turn. I'll move fleets forward and we'll see how much stuff I can siege. Oh, you know what? Let's sneak in one more. Let's sneak in one more battle. So all that's left of the United Empire, they have a patrol ship here, and I have an attacker ship there. So you know what? Let's throw down that, and we're gonna go repair and recover because he does have weaponry. So let's watch that. Okay, we'll go free camera, scan mode, and we'll choose our fleet. And now we'll just choose their fleet. Skip to the action, and here we go. Yeah, we're barely taking any damage at all. Okay, so repair and recover, he repaired and he's full hit points. Okay, let's do a fight down here, man. Let's attack the last fleet. Let's go with a couple of carriers and a couple of cruisers. These carriers are both slightly damaged. Let's have them come down here and attack here at these the last of the United Empire fleets. Their last stand, maybe. I guess, probably, right? So, this fleet, we have 233,000 hit points. We have 45,000 attack and 13,000 defense. And we're taking on, so we got two large ships, two medium ships. Are we taking on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? About 10 mediums and a handful of smalls. Their fleet is 68,000 hit points, 15,000 attack, 6,700 defense, and mostly kinetic. So our ships are pretty good against kinetics. So we should do really well, actually. Yeah, we have them outgunned about 5-1, looks like. And I'm gonna go repair and recover on this. Advanced. Let's see, 29 command points. So they could go in all 3 lanes. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set it up. I'm just gonna go bottom 2 lanes. Let's go repair and recover. Bottom 2 lanes. That way they don't do the whole thing where they're shooting up my tailpipe on the middle lane. And these guys in the middle lane are just going to have to weather the attack of both of lanes 1 and 2. And we'll see how it goes. We should come out quite good because of the because it's kinetic damage and just because we outgun them 5-1. So we'll see. We'll see if I lose any ships. I might not. I might lose like 1 cruiser or something. They went pretty heavy on the bottom lane. So these guys are going to duke it out, and then these 2 lanes are against this guy. Lane 2 will shoot against lane 2 first, and then they'll split on the other lanes. We'll do the usual thing that I do where I watch cinematic the first time, then check the numbers, and then watch scan mode. We'll just skip. Pretty good missile swarm. Whew, look at that. These things are landing too. All right, man. That was it. That was the last stand for the United Empire. That was their last fleet. And it is toast. All right, we'll guard. Ooh, yeah, he took enough damage that he's still damaged after the fight. Nice. All right, let's see the numbers here. All right. Kinetics, mostly energy weapon damage, mostly beams, a little bit with the bombers. Hull plating absorbed a little bit. Their shields did almost 30,000 damage absorbed. Railgun weapons, kinetic weapons. Look at that, man. 35,500 missile weapon damage. Wow, and I had the Orichalcix armor on these boys too. Right? Yeah, they're both carrier 3s that have the Orichalcix armor. Our armor absorbed 19,000. Shields absorbed 8,800. Okay, so I remember on a previous battle, I had chosen the battle tactic. I had chosen that other battle tactic. Turtle. And I remember in that battle that the ship absorbed basically as many hit points in armor as it had hit points. So choosing Turtle when you have the Orichalcix armor seems to really make a difference in the amount of damage absorbed. It seems to drive it up by a lot. So that's a thing to remember. All right. Okay, so I want to watch that again. I want to watch it in scan view. And I think I want to do it from this point of view because this is the ship that still is damaged. So he took a beating from missiles, it looks like. I think he's the one. We'll see. Free camera. Choose this guy. Go to scan. All right. So he's at 87,847 before the battle starts. There are enemies in all 3 lanes. Here it comes. Yeah, definitely took some damage. See, the shields are almost toast already. Next wave. Boom, shields are down, and another little chunk of hit points went away. Whew, yeah, now the damage is taking faster because the shields are gone. He's almost down to half hit points. Whoo-wee, look at that. Yeah, they're really doing some damage. And this is the only guy that's left here. So he got all the way down to 47,000 hit points. Excuse me. And then he repaired, 30% at the end of the battle. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's where we're going to leave it at this turn. For the recording, you can see this guy's at 0%. I think this one got here. He's at 1. He's got 1 bubble completed. So he's 5% out of 100. So 20 turns. Yeah, might not get that one done. We'll see. If I'm going at probably 10 systems per turn invaded, something like that, I'll have to do a count and see how many star systems are left in the galaxy. So I guess I'll do that off camera. I'll figure out how many systems are left, and I'm also going to count up to see how many siege ships do I have at this point, because I'm still building them. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.